Critical and Cynical. Finally. I'm critical.
I'm cynical.
I was gonna say the line.
Say the line.
Say the line. We finally got everyone here together. And this is Tori.
I don't want to be here anymore.
Tori has nothing really to contribute. We have 3 news topics. Gentlemen, do you have a preference on where we start?
What do we have the least to talk about?
Disney news? Tori,
Sure.
do you want to cover that? Sorry, go ahead. You want to cover that?
So they had like the conference or whatever.
The shareholders meeting?
Shareholders meeting. And they showed a bunch of images for some of their new stuff that's coming to Disney Plus. One of them being Moon Knight. That poster for Moon Knight where he goes, shit!
That's not what he's doing. He's just lifting it up. He's not doing that.
What's the ketamine?
But yeah, Moon Knight, that's coming out this month.
Yeah, I'm excited.
I don't know when this video will come out, but it's coming out this month.
Looks good. I'll probably watch it.
Yeah, Oscar Isaac.
Oscar Isaac's good. They said it's gonna be the darkest of the Disney Marvel, probably not as darker than the Netflix stuff. I guess we can say that. The
Netflix stuff is coming.
When there's already people complaining about that, saying that this is a kid friendly.
Well, this is where it draws the line of what is, because Netflix stuff.
Moon Knight is pretty dark.
Yeah, but there's a parental lock for it, isn't there?
Yeah, so they're talking about having it being a parental lock.
They're not gonna put.
I would say I think the best thing that they should do is just edit.
Oh, that would upset so many.
Oh, I would, but here's the thing. Then you could have the parental lock unlocked for those.
Here's the thing: you do a Deadpool 2 situation. You provide 2 cuts.
Yeah, there you go.
If you
hear that, Disney?
Because they probably have to make another cut from overseas, wherever, for whatever loss.
Yeah, and then we also got.
It's not gonna be that dark.
We got images
because it deals with
with
themes of mental health.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. We'll when
I'm
that
excited
comes
that he's already Moon Knight and that he just doesn't know because he's one of the.
So it's like a mystery kind of for him.
Yeah. Well, I like how they're going with what is it? He's the one personality whose name I forgot.
Not Spectre.
No, he's not. He's the other one.
I forgot what the
Steve
other
something.
Yeah.
He's I think the cab driver one, and not the other one.
This is all lost over Tori because he isn't.
Tori, what do you think about the fact that he's played by Oscar Isaac and the character is Jewish in the comics?
I hope he does better than what he did with Apocalypse.
Oh.
So,
everything they built will fall, and from the ashes of the. I still remember that. That was so obnoxious.
When they blew up Auschwitz.
Yeah.
Because they needed pathos in their movie.
Yep.
You guys think I'll see any superhero movie, but I didn't see any of the last few X-Men films.
You didn't see Dark
Neither
Knight?
did anyone else.
I didn't see it either.
Neither did anyone else.
Tori, I know you really. Let's save Geppetto for last, or whatever, Pinocchio.
Sure.
Because I know you have stuff to say about it, or at least something relating to it. But,
we'll talk about that.
But what else?
We have images of a new National Treasure series coming out.
There's Nick Cage in it.
So here's the funny part. Here's the funniest thing. Hunter posted this the other day. We actually discussed this back in 2019 or 2020. We had a podcast, me and Hunter, and we talked about how Disney was already talking about doing a National Treasure series. And I predict, and I still predict, that Nicolas Cage will still be there.
It's got nothing better to do.
Because, and then Hunter goes, well, yeah, they could fund for this, because who's going to watch National Treasure? And I'm like, I'm sure there's going to be a bunch of people watching National Treasure.
Some people are watching the series, the movie.
However, I don't, and now I'm like thinking about it, oh shit, maybe they should have funded more for a Tron show. Oh well, fuck it. Well,
I mean, they will eventually.
Well, to finish Tron or something like that, because they left it off with such a weird,
cliffhanger.
Yeah.
I think in a couple of years, because they got a ride that's now they're building on the East Coast.
Yeah.
They're building that Tron coaster, which is only in China.
Well, it's
they're
already
building
out.
it
The
here.
Tron coaster's already out.
Yeah, already in China, but they're building one in Florida.
Okay.
And they got a promotion.
Anyways, nothing really special. New National Treasure series. They have 4 kids. It could go either way. We don't know. I don't know. I don't really give a shit anymore. But yeah, National Treasure series. Moving on from there, I kind of want to touch upon this a little bit. There's a Chip and Dale movie coming out.
Where they go to the real
Rangers.
Well, they go to the real world and they dance with. They do the Roger Rabbit with Roger Rabbit.
It takes place in the same universe as Roger Rabbit, except not really, because that was in the 30s.
Yeah, that looks like
bad.
Utter.
That looks so good.
But it's gonna be great.
They got celebrity voices.
And here's the funny part.
Let me tell you why it's gonna be good. It's the Lonely Island.
It is. It is 100%. They wrote it.
It's the same. Yeah. It's the same people who did Popstar.
Yep. Popstar. They did Dick in a Box, and they did I Just Had Sex. They wrote all those, and they're doing Chip and Dale, and Seth Rogen plays a dwarf.
I mean, it's better than
the funniest part is that it doesn't look good even in the CGI department, and yet they're making fun of the fact that they go to this alley and then there's
they
the
got a
CGI cats.
Because one of them gets CGI. There's a line in the trailer. It gets a CGI upgrade.
Yeah.
And the one of them is still 2D for like half the movie.
Yeah. But then they go to this one alleyway and they're like, "Oh, this is where things don't look good." And it's like, and then they show a clip of the Cats movie. It's like the two cats like attacking each other, and I'm like thinking, okay, you can't make fun of a movie about CGI when you're not that good either. So I don't know.
It's to Disney Plus. It's coming out in a couple months. I think it could be good. And it's supposed to lead. It's supposed to lead into a sequel series of the DuckTales reboot.
Oh no! If they're gonna reboot the DuckTales,
they already did reboot the DuckTales. It's really good.
Yeah, it is. But
it's really good. They have excellent voices, but they're doing a spin-off because they appeared in the last season.
Wasn't David Tennant Scrooge McDuck?
Yeah.
That fucking serious. Excellent cast. I watched the whole thing.
Really good. I like the reboot.
But they're spinning. It's a spin-off of that universe, but a Rescue Rangers reboot because they appeared in the last season. You say, "Go fuck me," but then you watch DuckTales. It's really good. So if it's the same team and they can get the same type of talent,
riddle me this.
We can get John Mulaney in it again and all.
Yes.
I don't want to keep going. I don't want to keep going with that. Moving on.
Do you want to go with?
So let's. Or do you have anything before I start ranting?
Talk about the puppet.
That's what I'm gonna go right now. So, in case anybody isn't aware of what the world is going on in Pinocchio, we're having a third Pinocchio movie coming out this year.
We're having a Pinocchio renaissance. I don't know what you're talking about.
It's kind of like
we have 4 Pinocchio productions in production for various different companies.
It reminds me of when Steven Spielberg's War of the Worlds came out. There was like 2 other War of the Worlds.
Okay, yeah, but those are Asylum movies.
I know.
And,
well, one of them was Asylum. One of them was a direct adaptation of the book. I'm just saying it's kind of similar to what's going on with Pinocchio.
Yeah, but anyways, there is Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio, which is coming out.
Pinocchio,
which I'm more excited for.
Yeah, that
may
good.
I don't know if it's also good.
It's not
it's not.
I classify that as an adaptation and not a remake of the Disney.
It's public domain.
Yes. And
like Winnie the Pooh.
and then there's the one with the Pauly Shore.
Talk about that for a second.
It's a foreign film.
That's going everywhere on TikTok right now.
It's a foreign film. It's a foreign remake of Pinocchio or whatever. But when they take a foreign film that's dubbed, then they recast with a bunch of famous animated voice actors. One of them being Tom Kenny, and voice of SpongeBob, who plays Geppetto, and Ice King from Adventure Time, and a bunch of other famous stuff. But the one person that we need to talk about, the elephant in the room, is Pauly Shore, voicing Pinocchio. Father,
I want to see
the world. And then it just blew up. I don't know where it
blew up on TikTok because they thought it was funny. Because Gen Z doesn't know who Pauly Shore is.
Gen
Z has never seen the movie.
Biodome.
The Goofy movie.
Yeah.
The cheese thing. There you go.
Maximilian, or you say something.
Yeah, like that's your Pinocchio. But
he was surprised too. He did an interview. They asked him because it blew up so much. But Gen Z thinks he's just some gay guy, and he's not.
He's not.
He's not. He's some weirdo with the weird voice.
And then they like, I saw the trailer where they're like, oh yeah, he's gonna get a girlfriend. No, he doesn't. It's like, oh, well, yeah, I guess. I don't know. I don't fucking know Pinocchio.
I've read the book.
Someone is a
terrifying.
huge fan of Biodome.
I've read the book.
But anyways,
some
we're getting
caster.
a third Pinocchio.
French caster.
The third Pinocchio adaptation came out. And we got Tom Hanks.
And the puppet doesn't look anything unique or anything. It looked just like literally like the cartoon.
Yeah, and Tom Hanks' voice.
Is it live action if the puppet is CGI Tori?
Tom Hanks is fine.
Is it live action if the
he's
puppet?
a fine actor. That's
If
what
the
I was
He's a fine actor, but
If the puppet is CGI,
Why can't I cast an old man?
why not
Tom
cast
Hanks is an
someone
old
better?
man. What are you talking about? I'm sorry to break the news.
But
He's
anyways,
70.
Image showed up, and that's all I need to know.
Man's pushing 70. I
Why? You're gonna come.
More live action
It's gonna be the
movie.
point where you're
Yeah,
gonna-
Tom Hanks has old face. He
You're
looks
gonna. What are we gonna? I was just gonna make a joke saying they're gonna come to the point where they're gonna remake Aristocats, but I think they actually are remaking Aristocats.
It's for Disney Plus exclusive.
Yep.
So I don't have to watch it.
Hooray!
That's fine. Lady and the Tramp was alright. No one
That
cares
was
about
okay.
the Aristocrats.
actually-
No one cares about the Aristocrats.
You know what? At the
No one
time,
cares about the Aristocats.
Except for the people that like the...
Jack, tell me the Aristocrats.
I was saying something else smart.
The Aristocrats!
I wasn't gonna talk about. Oh, I think. At the time, I liked the Jungle Book, but I was like, it's such a nothing movie now. I think the technology is impressive, but that's all you can say about a movie that.
What are you talking about? They had a cover of Welcome to the Jungle, an instrumental that led into the film.
That wasn't what happened.
That's exactly what happened.
An instrumental of the opening to the Jungle Book cartoon. I remember that.
Oh, your Jungle Book. I thought you meant Jungle Cruise.
Oh
I'm
no,
sorry.
no! I'm talking about
It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Jungle Cruise is the same thing as the Mummy.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
I don't have anything else to add about Pinocchio, Brandon.
I think
It's just pointless.
they gotta do something different.
I don't
Is it
think-
even called Pinocchio or is it called Geppetto?
It's called Pinocchio.
I don't think.
What's the one that's called Geppetto? Is that a third one that's also coming?
I don't know.
Or is that the Del Toro one?
No, it's...
The Del Toro one I'm looking forward
The
to.
Del Toro one is called Pinocchio.
It's stop motion, it's Del Toro, and it's probably going to be more of an adaptation of the book. The book is dark.
What do you think
I'm
about
not
the
sure.
Haunted Mansion? What do you think about Haunted Mansion?
Are you sure
Muppets
about
Haunted Mansion?
No, the one that they announced.
I
They
have no
announced-
faith. I have no faith.
Dude, that's been in development.
I know, that's not... That,
Del Toro is still producing.
Oh, he is? I thought he wasn't in
Yeah, but he was gonna direct it.
direct it, but then he made that one movie that was
Crimson
basically the
Peak.
same thing.
Yeah.
But now he's
okay.
he's still on board
Okay.
producing. Like,
That doesn't mean anything because Disney's going to get in the way.
Yeah.
Muppets Haunted
Hooray!
Mansion was the best Haunted Mansion you could have done because it followed the ride exactly, beat for beat.
If they keep...
The Muppets Haunted Mansion?
Yeah,
I have no idea.
it was
how that
exactly the ride. They followed
Alright.
it beat for beat.
Moving on.
Yep.
Obi-Wan Kenobi, which I'm gonna just say this first off, if this sucks, I officially give up on Star Wars.
What are
I
you talking about? I love the
I
Mandalorian.
give up on Star
Let's
Wars.
go.
I give up on Star Wars. I only like the things like the Mandalorian and Jar Jar Binks.
Book of Boba Fett was... I couldn't even finish it.
Check, could you please bring me the Jar Jar Binks Black Series figure?
Okay. Can someone keep talking?
Anyway,
Cut to
Obi-Wan Kenobi, and that show dropped the trailer, and it looks like
You have to hold them for the whole conversation.
No, I'm not gonna do
Tell
that.
me how much you hate Star Wars, Jack. How much that was the deluxe figure, correct? That was $30?
$20.
Woo! Half off.
$10 off.
You're such an asshole.
I'm right.
I'm not necessarily...
So there's Ahmed Best says he's not going to show up as Jar Jar Binks in the series, but there was rumors he was on set. Do you think that is a lie?
I think it's possible, but he could
Do you think
be
it's
another
possible?
He could be another character.
Could be another character?
Well, Jar Jar's kicked out of the Senate at this point, so he better...
Well, he's being a clown on the streets of Naboo.
Yeah, so he can't even afford to go onto Tatooine, probably. And I can't picture
He's
that.
leaving
I
Tatooine.
can't
He's
picture this
leaving
thing
Tatooine.
flying a ship. Oh!
No,
And
he's a...
he crashes into the sun.
I'm saying Obi-Wan has to go to Naboo for some reason.
Okay, let me just say this. Book of Boba Fett was disappointing. I couldn't finish shit. Like, I tried. I got.
What are you talking about? It had The Mandalorian season 3 in it.
That's the problem. That's one of the problems.
Okay, so are you afraid the fact that Dave Filoni has
Lost his touch.
Are you afraid that Dave Filoni is too nostalgically attached to his own creations? And
It helps that those.
It's been 10 years at this point.
It helps that those
Over
characters
10
are
years.
good.
It helps that this characters was over 10 years at this
It helps
point.
that those characters are better than the sequel characters.
Okay, let me give you this. If Obi-Wan is the one to save Grogu, because all of these series have to be connected. They'll have to be. Because every single character is getting a series. Bo-Katan is getting a series. Cara Dune's series got canceled. Ahsoka is coming out. She's coming out in a couple months.
Tori, I want to say
Obi-Wan Kenobi comes out in May. Ahsoka comes out in like July.
I want to say this.
And then there's a third Star Wars coming out at the end of the year.
I want to say this. This is interesting because Tori has not said anything about it. Because Tori, You're
Tori,
interesting.
you think we'll see a kid Mandalorian?
Your thoughts on Star Wars. Go. The current state of Star Wars.
I hate it.
I
I hate every minute of it. I hate every second of it. Ever since I think as soon as I started realizing that after the Last Jedi, I was just like, yeah, this is dumb.
Tori, what do you think about the fact that it came out that most of the Obi-Wan series was rewritten because it was too bleak?
Yeah.
Because they were so afraid of fan backlash of The Last Jedi that when 1 billion Jedi die, it still has to be happy times.
Yeah. I think Obi-Wan actually fits as a bleak character at this point.
But they rewrote it because it has to be happy. We're gonna save Grogus. Let's run the gambit. Do we think the Darth Maul fight from Rebels will happen again?
It's possible because they've retconned things in the comics already before.
Yeah.
Excellent. Do you think Darth Maul will show up at all?
I think a cameo.
At
Because
the
he's still alive at this
Season
point.
finale.
This takes
at the end?
Season finale.
This takes place a year after Solo, and Darth Maul is still alive because he meets Obi-Wan when he's like Alec Guinness age.
Do you think they will just retcon Alec Guinness 100% out of it?
No. Because those
I think it's extremely possible.
Those movies still happen, so you can't retcon something that's...
I think they can CGI Evan McGregor right in there.
I hope not.
I think they can do it. They've done it with actors before.
You think Alec Guinness would be...
I think there's probably some sort of contractual agreement that they can't touch it. But I know they can negotiate right around it and do if they want. I think they can take Alec Guinness right out if the Obi-Wan series, everyone likes it so much.
I think
Alec Guinness is gone from episode 4.
I think what's happened was...
We have the re-speecher now.
Yeah.
It's a game changer. We don't need any actors anymore. We got the animatronics. We don't need anyone.
I think we're
Everyone's back. Anyone can be back on the table, dead or alive.
I think they'll force a season 2.
I don't think we'll force a season 2. Because I think it will come to a natural end. Because if you go any more, you're going to start conflicting.
And my problem with it also, because I do like Star Wars, at least a lot of the old stuff.
Did he's going to fight Hayden again?
Yeah, I'm okay with the idea. I'm okay with the idea of like
they're flashing back 100,000 times.
Yeah.
I think we're going to see a lot of flashbacks to the Clone Wars because Dave Filoni is doing this.
I think that. Like, I don't like the idea of a Darth Vader rematch because when I watch A New Hope, Tori, you like A New Hope at least. In A New Hope, I always got the impression they haven't met since Revenge of the Sith. Like, I've always interpreted the line, I've been waiting for you, or I haven't felt the presence since.
Well, now that we know they've rematched, Obi-Wan beats his ass again.
Yeah.
He throws sand into his boot, mechanical boot.
Beats his ass again. Destroys him. Destroys him.
I'm not sure if I'm sold on the idea of a Darth Vader.
We sold to the fact that they can't find Luke Skywalker, who's using Anakin's same name and living in his house.
I'm not sure if I'm sold on the fact.
He's living in his house.
I'm not
with his name.
I'm not sold on the fact.
But he hates the planet so much you can't.
I'm not
touch the
sold on
same.
the fact of a Darth Vader Obi-Wan rematch. That's all I'm saying. So
let's go into the wild and wacky dark world of DC.
Started. DC, I have nothing to say.
So fun story.
Joker.
I went to see the Batman.
It got canceled.
I went to see the Batman, and they had this amazing trailer for the year of DC. And it was gonna have Black Adam, Aquaman 2, The Flash. It showed the Batman, which was
Shazam 2.
and Shazam 2. It showed all these things. It was, I believe, it showed the release date.
It's gonna be the entire 2020 line.
2 days.
2022,
2 days later, everything's pushed back to about a year.
Milking that Batman money.
How embarrassing! This is almost
Why
new
did that
news
happen, Jack?
because of the Batman success.
Oops.
I'm willing to bet that's what happened.
It looks
DC
like they've pushed, because they were announced 2 Batman spin-off project.
Penguin
Now they have
Network was
announced 4.
What are the other 2?
I think there's a Gordon.
Something about a Catwoman and another
Catwoman
one.
and Penguin were already supposed to,
They're
and now
yeah,
again,
well, I listened to this podcast with Kevin Smith and Mark Bernard called Fat Man Beyond.
Yeah.
And Mark Bernard, he's on the show with him, and he's a writer and a journalist and stuff. But recently he talked about how he wrote an episode of a new Batman show coming to HBO Max called Batman the Caped Crusader. So,
do you think Robert
Oh, I
was
know
gonna...
that. No, I know what that is. That's a cartoon series.
okay, well then, there's gonna be a cartoon series. There's
Will
gonna
it be based in the same universe?
It's Bruce Timm. Bruce Timm's involved, which means you'll probably be dating Barbara Gordon. Because Bruce Timm... You don't like Dave Filoni, I don't like Bruce Timm. Bruce Timm has a thing about...
16-year-old.
Yeah.
But anyways, everything got shifted. We got spin-off series. We got...
The Batman made too much money.
Yeah.
Oops.
Oopsies.
They panicked. Like, they always do this. Like, they first want everything to be like the Nolan trilogy, then they want everything to be like the Marvel films. Now they want everything to be
Look,
like
Jack,
Batman.
Morbius is coming out next month, maybe, unless they push it again. It's all gonna be fine.
Are you excited for Morbius?
No.
Is anyone?
Does anyone care?
I think everybody's more excited for Sonic 2 than Morbius.
I am.
What do you think about the fact that they reshot scenes for Morbius because they pushed it back 2 months? So
Much
they
you
could
want
put
to
Andrew
bet?
Garfield
Yeah,
in
Andrew
it.
Garfield's probably in it. My question to you, actually, I know Tori's response to this question. Black Adam comes out when Avatar 2 comes out. So, Tori, what did you tell me that your response?
It wasn't
I
Black
said
Adam.
I'd rather go see something worth my time than seeing both of those movies. Because first off...
It wasn't Black Adam that got pushed. Black Adam was pushed back. It was Shazam 2 that got pushed forward into November.
Okay. Shazam was good. Mid-good.
But was it really that?
No, it was good. I'm just gonna straight up say
It was better than every other DC offering while still being in the DC cinematic universe. Maybe?
There you go. Maybe. Because I actually enjoyed that more than I enjoyed any of the other DC films.
I saw.
I say Shazam, Wonder Woman, and Suicide Squad are like...
Suicide Squad or The Suicide Squad?
The Suicide
Please
Squad.
make a distinction.
The Suicide
Please
Squad.
make a distinction.
James Gunn Suicide Squad. There you
That's
go.
a good one. That's
Also,
Those are the
also
three-
not in the DC universe.
Yeah.
DC is doing their cinematic universe, kind of.
They don't know.
It's on a pick and choose basis.
I
So
heard-
What was I
else
gonna
could
say?
actually know.
I was talking about how I like Shazam, and then you were saying Shazam got pushed. I would much rather see Shazam
An Avatar 2?
If I had a choice,
Are
it
you
would be
sure
Shazam
about
2.
that?
Yeah.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, I don't need to see Avatar 2. Does anybody care about Avatar 2?
James Cameron.
James Cameron
His
really
interview,
cares.
he said they would not have worked 10 years on it this had they make so much money. So someone is convinced that they're going to make the same amount of money as they did the first
James
time.
Cameron is.
I don't think anyone is at this point.
But if I had a
But James
choice
Cameron
between-
already did it, and he's going to finish it or die.
But if
And
to answer your
probably
question,
finish it and then drop dead.
to answer that question,
It's a culmination of his life's work. He's back in the same tank as they filmed The Abyss.
I completed my life's work. I did. So
He's in the same tank as The Abyss. He's doing the stuff. The Titanic, the one on the seafloor, the real one, is supposed to dissolve by the end of next year. It was supposed to fall apart completely.
Yeah.
He has nothing left to do.
He has nothing like he's gonna die. I shouldn't laugh.
Drop dead.
Poor
He
Avatar
can't
movies.
retire. He's too busy making technology.
He's gonna make technology where he's just a hologram.
And now-
He's gonna become the
And now they
Abyss.
don't need Mark Hamill to play Luke Skywalker anymore. Thanks, James Cameron.
But anyways,
You'd rather see.
if any of those, if you give me those two choices between Avatar and Black Adam, I would much rather see something worth my time.
That's fair.
You're telling me Dwayne The Rock Johnson, the movie, is gonna be so good? You're gonna love that?
I'd rather.
Tell me, audience, in the comment section.
Tell me,
Black Adam
how
gonna be
excited
good?
for you are to see Hawkman because he's in it.
Dr. Fate's in it. I don't care. How sad is it that I know who
What
Dr.
did I
Fate
say that was coming out in November? Oh yeah, that Killer of the Flower Moon, the Scorsese film. Yeah, I'd much rather go see that than a 3-hour. Or
You know,
4
Scorsese was supposed to make the Joker. Way back when it was announced,
No,
and then he
that's not
goddamn
cinema.
bailed.
That's
so
not gonna be
hard.
cinema. Oh yeah, he did. He made one. It's called Taxi Driver.
Oh.
Yeah,
He
then-
made another one. It's called King Comedy.
Yeah, he made it. Literally, everybody is like Joker.
Well, that's why he was supposed to make it, because he was made this movie.
I hope you enjoyed this episode of Critical and Cynical. I'm critical, I'm cynical, and I'm out of here.
I'm looking forward to Ferngully too.
Oh yeah. Is Tim Curry back in it or no?
I'm talking about Avatar.
Oh.